So we just closed down on a $3,000 client. We just received a deposit. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hey guys, my name is Jonathan Torres. I'm a 19-year-old web developer, not really a developer. I'm gonna teach you guys exactly how I do this. All right, so this guy comes to my house, right? He's here to give me a quote to cut down a tree. 20 minutes later, he's paying me $3,000 to build out his system for his restaurant. We're going to build him a website. We're going to set up his email, set up his commercial phone number, and we're going to be running all his operations and setting them all up. I'm only 19. I don't have an agency. I don't have a portfolio. I literally just talked to this guy and we closed this deal down. All right, so you guys know the story. The guy pulls up, gives me a quote on removing the tree. We got to talking. He tells me he's opening a restaurant. He has no website, no email, no systems. And this was basically the opener on how I was going to sell him and what I was going to sell him. I told him what I could build for him and we shook hands. And then that's where we agreed on the price and everything, which was the next day. So let's get down on the payment breakdown. So I collected a 50% deposit upfront before I did anything. I needed to have that as my deposit to make sure that he was serious about this because he wasn't ready to start yet, but this was my guarantee that he was going to work with me. So we had a deposit while signing, which is $1,000. I require the next, the 514 days after, and then I put him on a monthly payment plan, which was at $250 a month for 6 months, no interest. Now, obviously there's some late fees if he does fall behind. We'll talk about that a little later on. But we needed $1,500 in hand before the site is even built. So this is what I told him I was building him. We're making him, first of all, a custom website, which has the menu, the location, hours, galleries. You know, with the menu, we have to have the pictures, we have to have its logo, everything that requires, a website requires. And after that, we're making sure that it's optimized for mobile because most people that are looking at this are on their phones. They're not really on a computer, maybe an iPad, but everybody's mostly on a phone. We're going to help him get his custom domain. We're going to get him a email with his domain. We're just going to get everything set up with the branding. Like I said here, we have the pro email that's going with that. Now, everything else that I sold was just having him the business phone number, which is with the forwarding, voicemail, texting, automated text messages. I'm building him out a CRM system, which means he's going to be able to manage all his contact, all his leads, anybody that reserves any time of the day, and just be able to throw promotions out every once in a while whenever he's trying to get new customers in or repeat customers into his restaurant again. We're going to help him with his point of sale. We're going to help him either with the Square. We're looking at Toast. We're looking at different options, and we're looking at which one's most affordable for him. But basically, we're going to get him set up with all of that, and also with the hardware sourcing. Now, this is where the money's at, which is the monthly retainer. You want to make a website, you want to get a one-time payment, but you want to get them on a monthly retainer. You want to get that recurring revenue because that's where your money is at. So it's going to be $70 a month. This covers hosting, his email, his CRM, and any type of customer support that he needs with any systems that are going down, any type of change that he would want to make, which has to be minimal. And that's all written on the contract. If there's something that's just way too much work or way different, then that's where we start charging a little extra. So during the build, we get $250 a month, which is just a monthly plan, which really doesn't count, but you know, it's just that monthly retainer along with the $70 a month. So we're making $840 just recurring revenue. So for as long as he has that website up, we're going to be making $70 a month. And now here's where we got into the contract terms. This is how I'm making sure that I'm protecting myself, protecting my interests, and protecting him as well, because this is just a way that he can guarantee that I am doing the job for him. So the late fees was $25 or 5%, whichever one is greater. The non-payment is, if you don't pay, your services are suspended. So that means the website goes down. He still gets, if we decided to end the contract, he still gets his domain and stuff. That is his. It's just, you know, a common courtesy. We're allowing him 2 rounds of revisions if he wants to a month. And if he cancels out, he still owes a $3K. It's just a fixed obligation. There is not a subscription. He doesn't just pay up to $1,500, get the website, and then drop out. No, he has to pay the $3,000 no matter what. And so for the whole year, we're looking at a total of $3,840. Now, keep in mind that $840 is yearly. It's reoccurring for every year. He stays with me. And obviously in the future, we'll try to upsell him. So yeah, this is how I got my first 3K client. I'm going to be recording my journey. So if you guys want to follow along how I go through this whole, just onboarding, how I do everything, follow along and subscribe.